Baja. Mira, What do you need? Something they say you need here before the body comes in.
Make the proposition.
Principal My dear devotees, at this time, as we commence our ceremony for this morning, as we perform our Antishikaram, I invite each and everyone to please stand as we will join in our invocation mantras. For the heart jokes से प्रार्थना करो as we clasp our hands together, meditating upon our divine. Today indeed as we pay homage in the name of Bhagwan. As we ask of Bhagwan, we commit this body back to this physical realm, to this physical earth, as the various elements will return to their various points of position. As we clasp our hands together, seeking His grace, His mercies and blessings. Hari Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namo Namaha, Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namo Namaha, Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Namo Vijnana Rupaya Paramananda Rupine, Krishnaya Vasudevaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Namo Namaha Kamalana Bhaya, Namaste Jala Shayini, Namaste Keshavanantaya, Vasudevaya Namosute, Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam, Krishna Damodharam Vasudevam Hari, Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Balavam, Janaki Nayakam Ramachandra Bhaje, Janaki Nayakam Ramachandra Bhaje, Achyutam Keshavam Satyabhamadhavam, Madhavam Sridharam Radhikaradhitam, Indira Mandiram Chetasa Sundaram, Devaki Nandanam Nandanam Sandhave. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. बोले श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की। सब लोग आराम से बैठे कि वो चीज को फैली सीखे। ओम श्री विष्णु विष्णु विष्णुदेव परमात्मने श्री पुराण पुरुषोत्तमाय श्री श्वेतः वारः कल्पेवा वैष्णवंतर्य शावनिशक्ति कलियुगे कल्पप्रथम चरण्य क्रांतिक महासागर श्री कृष्णार्पित सुमोहि चंद्ररात देशे त्रिकुंडक विराट श्री विक्रम श्री बौद्धावतारे वर्तमान संवत्सरे अंत्येष्टिकरणं प्रेतस्यः प्रेतनामस्यः इति से वैकुंठ धाम प्राप्ति स्वर्ग धाम प्राप्ति लोक धाम प्राप्तार्थाय श्री शुभकामनाय पंचक शांति भवतु सर्वदा। ओम श्री विष्णवे नमः, श्री विष्णवे नमः, श्री विष्णवे नमः। प्रेम से बोले श्री नारायण स्वामी की जय। हरि ओम मध्यमगोत्रस्यां प्रेतस्यः प्रतिष्ठानार्थाय शवानिमित्र्यं मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम मध्यमगोत्रस्यां प्रेतस्यः प्रतिष्ठानार्थाय शवानिमित्र्यं मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम मध्यमगोत्रस्यां प्रेतस्यः शवानिमित्र्यं मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यां प्रेतस्यः श्री चंदनं पिण्डो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम्। ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः तिलकं पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री तिलकं पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री चंदनम श्री पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम श्री अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री चंदनार्थायं पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री चंदनार्थाय पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री चंदनार्थायं पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम श्री विष्णवे नमो नमः ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यो पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री गन्धाद्यं पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री गन्धाद्यो पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यं पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः श्री गन्धाद्यो पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यं पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यं पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यो पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः गन्धाद्यो पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् श्री विष्णवे नमः श्री विष्णवे नमः श्री विष्णवे नमः ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः पुष्पं पुष्पाणि पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः ओम पुष्पं पुष्पाणि पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः पुष्पाणि पिंडो मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम श्री अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः पुष्पं मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् श्री विष्णवे नमो नमः ओम अध्यमुपुत्रस्यामुप्रेतस्यः पुष्पं मया दत्तं तु प्रतिष्ठिताम् ओम जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर ले विष को भी अमृत कर ले तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर ले विष को भी अमृत कर ले पूर्ण कर ले सबकी आशा ओ पूर्ण कर ले सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों को दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर ले। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर ले, विष को भी अमृत कर ले। पूर्ण कर ले, पूर्ण कर ले सबकी आशा, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यां प्रेतस्य श्रीमृत्युसानाथाय शवानिमित्तमया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठां। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। ओम अधमगोत्रस्यां प्रेतस्य श्री इति तृप्यन्तामि 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 मया दीयते तु प्रतिष्ठताम्। शुभकामनाहि श्री विष्णवे नमो नमः। ओम वसु पवित्रमसि शतधारं वसु पवित्रमसि सहस्रधारं देवस्वा सविता पुनातु वसु पवित्रेण शतधारेण सुत्वकां दुक्षः। ओम वसुभ्यो नमः। ओम वर्णस्य तमनमसि वर्णस्य स्कंदसर्जनि सो वर्णस्य ऋतसनिसि वर्णस्य ऋतसन्मसि वर्णस्य ऋतसन्मासि ओम वर्णाय नमः। ओम उतानो हिर्विघ्नन्ते शृणुत्वजा एतत् पृथिव्यं समुद्रः विश्वदेवस्यार्तं वानस्तु मंत्रकवि कवि शतस्ता अवन्तुनः। ओम अजयकपादय नमः। ओम शिवो नामसि स्वादिष्टे पितरमस्यस्तु मामहि पुंसिः निर्वाणयामोषधस्य नाभ्यं प्रजानाय रसानां पोषा सुप्रजायं सुधीर्यायं अहिबुद्ध्याय नमः। ओम पोषणातवे प्रति अंतरिक्षे कराचना सूत्र सिंहमसि ओम पोषणे नमः। बोले श्री अयोध्यापति रामचंद्र की जय। महापति महादेव की जय। My dear devotees, members of the great family, friends, well-wishers, members of this family, extended family, we are humbly gathered here today to pay our final respects and pay tribute to Ma. Commonly, I always call her Bauji, so you will understand why I always call her Bauji. So, in this regard, today as we pay our final homage to her, and indeed she has lived a full life. I'm not too sure what's her age, 80. So to reach to this age of 80 years, God bless her soul, that she has lived a full life. And one thing I will tell members of the family is that you should be very proud indeed to know that she has reached to this age. Because of recent times we have seen a lot of younger individuals fasting in very, very unsure circumstances. So by this nature, we are guarded to pay homage. And this is a part of life that naturally we all have to go through one day, one time, somehow or the other. we will have to go through that cycle. It's all in a cycle. We are born. Bhagavad Gita says time is the greatest creator and time is the greatest destroyer. So with time and with the passage of time, we all were born on one day. And with the passage of time, we all will depart on one day. So always remember there is a day of your birth and there will be a day of your death, your demise. But between that time of birth and death, my dear devotees, we all go through many, many actions in this world. This is why the bhajan says, Sukha dukha dono rahte jisme jeevan hai wo gao. We will go through joy and sorrow, we will go through pain and pleasure. And the great seers and the great sages have written these bhajan. It is not for the dead, it is for the living to realize that, oh man, that we have to still go through that of life. So Bhauji has already traveled her journey in this world. But in traveling through her journey in this world, my dear devotees, we also still have to do our duties. And today I must commend the sons that you have taken the time to stand and fulfill the last rites of your mother. Today we are not seeing this happening because many believe to themselves, when you are able and you are capable, and when you die, whoever do after that. And I always say the bhajan tells you, Mata putra se pyar kiya hai jitna, kaun karega itna, kaun karega itna. It says, who knows the love of a mother? How can you measure a mother's love? Sometimes you say a mother loves you more than me. And we fight amongst ourselves who ma wants to love more. No mahine jab uda tha, jab duniya mein aaya. In the 9th month we all took birth in this dunya. You know what is dunya? This life, this universe. We took birth in this world. And she will turn her blood. Sardi lagegi chadar uha kar, stan ka doodh pilaya, kaun karega itna. Is the only machine in the face of the earth can turn their blood into milk. Now what I know, bhai? It's the only machine, and hear my words, it is the only machine that will turn her blood into milk. And she will feed you to the bosom that the Lord has provided. Stan kadut pilaya, and you will nurse on this. And when you nurse on this, you will ensure that you never grow hungry. Whatever form of life, whether it be dogs, whether it be human being, whether it be cows, goat, what have you, bhaiya. A mother's love, she will always try to ensure that her child or her young is never hungry. But when that young man or that young woman reach a certain age, then gave the mother get a mouthful of food. True or not? Or they tell me if I'm going wrong, you know. This is society today. So we forget, because we cannot remember what Ma did in her youth and in her stronger days to make us a big man or a big woman. So we tell Ma all that we want to tell her. Sometimes Ma losing the faculties of the mind. So she might say things out of the way, I agree. But at the end of it, bhaiya, always remember, Sundar Popo said, a mother's love could, we don't forget that already. Sundar Popo, he died and he gone, so we forget what is our mother's love. And the only time we will remember our mother's love is when Ma is no longer here. This is why the bhajan tells you, Tapa tapa kar sukha ke sulaya, ga kar bhajana surana. It is the one she will stay up all night. You throwing tantrums all night, and mother will hold you on her gourd. You know what is her gourd? Her laps. And she will tap you, tap you, tap you to sahawi you, to calm you down, to make you what? Sleep. Ma sleep yet, you know, but she ain't showing that you sleep. And we forget these days. We forget these days, my dear devotees, that what mommy have done to make us a man in society or a woman in society. And unfortunately, the younger generation say, that long time thing. But the same long time thing have you surviving today. So whether it be good or bad, this is why it tells us that one day to come, my dear brothers or sisters, you might marry and leave your parents or you leave your mother, but never forget what they have done for you. Never forget what they have done. And I even hear children open their mouths and say, my mother, she do nothing for me. But unfortunately, there's a saying that says, what goes around? We know it, eh? What goes around comes around. So the same way you have children, remember it. You don't know when you become old. Or say, when this body becomes old and we cannot do, you don't know what you will do. You don't know what will happen to you. And you don't know what your children will do for you. But the day you cannot do for yourself again, Bhaya, they always tell you, Guru Pran says, sorry to use the term, but that is the exact words of Guru Pran. It says that you will reach a time in your life you will become like a house dog. You know what's a house dog? Guru Pran says that. It will come any time of your life that you will become like a house dog. And what do it mean? When we become like a house dog, just give them a little bit of food, make sure they have the medication, and you left them, and you go and enjoy carnival time. So you go and jump up and wail in a, So leave the older ones to see the house. Today the older ones have to become the babysitters now. My go see the children. And I always tell old people, stop doing that nonsense. You know why? When you have yours, you see yours. Let your children see theirs. But because of the caring nature, they don't have time to see their own children, so they drop the child. Ma go see the child for winner. Ma can't say nothing because why? Ma teri mamata kitne pyare kitna pyar jagati. She said no. She said bring the child beta, go see the child. And you forget you go on whole night, 3 o'clock night. You know the child there with ma, no problem. But who's seen about ma? So what I'm showing to you, my dear devotees, is reality, and I want to tell you reality in a nice story. The story says that there was a young man, and his father educated him, and he was a single parent. So the father never let him go by himself. Anything this boy wanted, he would get everything. The father gave him everything. And giving to him everything until he reached the age that he was able to marry. The father got him married. But when he got him married, everything that the father had went to this child. House, land, what have you. But as you get older, you begin to get ill and sick and diseased. So the father had what is called a cough. And every time he would cough as though he was gasping for breath. And indeed, the newlywed Dulahin in the house, she was not accustomed to this. So the father in the front room and the Dulahin in the back room. And every time she could not get, days upon days, she could not sleep. She said, boy, I can't really handle this coffin. So to satisfy the Dullahin, the son, what did he do? He said, Ba, you go in the back room and you will take the front room. So they exchanged. But did the cough stop? No, he continued to cough. And as time went by, my dear devotees, the father started to lose his sight. So it made it even a little more difficult. The Dullahin still complained to the Dullahan and says, I cannot handle this old man and his coffin. So she said, why you don't build a room for him downstairs? So said, so done. They built a room for him downstairs and they put Pa from upstairs to downstairs. All I remember what I saying, you know, because it might happen to you. So they put Pa from upstairs to downstairs. Little did the Dullahin realize sound does not only travel up, down, it travels all out. So when he coughed, that right under she bed, you know what happened? She feels she going. She tripping off for this. So one day she called, she Dullahan, she holding by the kitchen window. And she say, look, you sit down the hill by that mango tree there? I want you to build a room for your father. He said, but he good over there. She said, no, I really can't stand this coughing and thing. And poor son want to satisfy her wife and want to satisfy the father. So what did he do? He said, well, if this is what she desired, he built a room and he put his father there. Nice room, air conditioned, everything. And he put the father by the mango tree. And he said, Pa, come and take care of you somewhere. He said, where we going bitter? He said, I built a nice room here. The Dullahin said she can't handle all this noise and thing now. So he said, all right. So I'll bring the food here. You have washroom, everything here, all nice facilities. So when the father heard this, the son told to him, he said, Pa, you have any final words before I go back up the hill? He said, yeah, come. So he held his son's hand. He said, Beta, let me tell you something. He said, see what you're doing? I did my own father the same thing. And what is happening to me, I am just getting back what I did. So what the saying says, what goes around, comes around. He said, remember, you have a son too. And you don't know if the same room will be yours one day. He said, that is all I have to tell you. What did the son do? He said, Pa, come, let me go back up the hill. Because it's a reality of life, my dear devotees. And this is why I always tell to individuals, whether your parents get old, they might get miserable, but don't disown them. This is why our scriptures tell you, the only way you, as a son or sons, you can repay your mother or father for whatever they do, whether it be good or bad, is do their last kriya, do their last rites. That's all you can do for them, you know. After today, you can't do nothing again, you know. And do it, sometimes you get children say, me I do nothing again. That's your own bhaya. You cut your hand and you text your DNA sample. It comes back to your own mother and father. You didn't just come here for anything. So my dear devotees, why I'm saying this is because I see too much people spend time wastefully, and they're so busy. They say, we are time. But always remember, what goes around, comes around. Your same children will take pattern and might even do worse. So my dear devotees, don't be like the house dog. And I keep telling the elder ones, stop minding grandchildren. Your days for minding children finish. Let your children know how to mind their own. You know why? Because children and parents don't have no sense of communication. They don't know how to communicate with their parents, don't know how to communicate with their children. So when your child watch you and say, I like mama more than you look for that. Because mama will spend more time with the child than you as the mother or father. I know everybody's busy. And today everybody say, well, I have to work and I have to work. You feel they didn't have to work too? And I just listen to people carefully. We feel our parents did not have to work. In the days gone by when they had to milk animal, go and cut grass, go and cut cane, go and plant rice, and still they come home and they have wood to bust. How much work is that? They didn't have internet and things, but they still make time to find time for each other. So today when I hear people say, I'm real busy, no Baba, busy doing what? My dear devotees, please, you will regret the day when your mother closes her eyes. And a mother is always a foundation to a home or a family. So indeed today, may Bhagwan bless her soul. Because I know she tried as humble as possible to ensure everyone was seek their best interests that she as a mother would do. My dear devotees, let us offer a word of prayer through the medium of this bhajan. As we, if you know it, you can join with me. Shri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu Binati Tani Suniye Suniye Janake Kachurauravalam Banahi Tinake Charanam Rakhiye Rakhiye. The poet writes and he says, in the name of Bhagwan Krishna, I beseech thee, O Lord, Jinike Kachurao Nahi, that indeed that I can get out of this cycle of birth and death, that I fall to your lotus-like feet, O Lord. Isake avaguna bahu tere hai, yahi par chama kariye kariye. He writes and says, O Lord, in this cycle of birth and death I may have done good and bad, but grant me the opportunity that you will forgive me, O Lord. Dina dayala pita tumahi nijadha misko chahiye chahiye. For Lord, you are the Father, you are the Mother of this universe. That when I leave this universe, grant me the ability to meet with you in your abode. Mokshadaya binaho tanahi chahe koti prabhan kariye kariye. Grant me the opportunity of moksha and liberation from this cycle of birth and death, that indeed for thousands of births I may come into this world, but it's by your nature I can get out. Bhausagarat bahut gahri koi navaha chahiye chahiye. In this world that we exist under, this Bhausagar, that indeed koi navaha, that indeed you have granted me this boat, which is this body, that I can sail across this vast ocean. Yahamri tak jiva sudha segati nijadha sabana gariye gariye. The time will come that the soul will leave this body, and indeed my death will come to me. Allow me to always be your servant, and let me serve you, not now, but always, O Lord. कोई प्रात तुम्हारा करे बिनती, दया भगवन करिए करिए. Lord, I am just your child, that today indeed you are the compassionate and most compassionate Lord. Grant me this opportunity. Grant me the opportunity of prayer that I worship thee. Shri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu, binati itni suniye suniye, o binati itni suniye suniye, o binati itni suniye suniye. Praise Boli Sri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki. So at this time, if there is anyone to say a couple words on behalf of the family, you have a couple moments to do so, after which we will have our closing pratna. Anybody would like to say anything?
To everyone, and thanks to everyone being here and joining us here this morning. It is a very sad moment for all of us here, and I want to send my condolences to all my cousins and everyone in the family. On behalf of myself and well, my immediate family, my mom, my two sisters, and my brother who is in Florida, they couldn't make it. As well, my cousins and them in New York. I want to say a little something about Auntie Basdaye. She was a really great person to everyone in our family. Not just being an aunt, a sister-in-law, a sister, a neighbor, a friend. But she was a praying lady, a lady who prays a lot. Teaches us, nieces, nephews, you know, how to live, how to carry on, how to be respectful, and always be brilliant, intelligent, you know, and to carry about ourselves. I feel like, I don't know, but I'm a little short out of words, but my love and my thought will always be with her, and I will miss her very much. I will miss her very much. And I just want to say Ram Nam Satya, and may God bless her as she make her journey.
Boli Sri Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, I get very emotional sometimes to see you one and only sister in this situation. So today, all I like to say is sing a few lines for her and the Lord. नफरत की दुनिया को छोड़ के खुश रहना मेरे यार, नफरत की दुनिया को छोड़ के प्यार की नगरी है, खुश रहना मेरे यार, खुश रहना मेरे यार। नफरत की दुनिया को छोड़ के प्यार की दुनिया में रहना मेरे यार, खुश रहना मेरे यार। इस झूठ नगरी से तोड़ के नाता जा प्यारे, अमर रहे तेरा प्यार, अमर रहे तेरा प्यार। जब जानवर कोई इंसान को मारे, कहते हैं दुनिया में वैसी उसी सारे। एक जानवर इन जान आज इंसानों में ली है, चुप क्यों है संसार, चुप क्यों है संसार। नफरत की दुनिया को छोड़ के प्यार की दुनिया में खुश रहना मेरे यार। बस आखिरी सुन ले ये मेल है अपना, बस आखिरी सुन ले ये मेल है अपना। बस कत अब साथी ये खेल है अपना। अब याद में तेरी बीत जी गए रो 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 के जीवन के दिन यार, जीवन के दिन यार। नफरत की दुनिया को छोड़ के प्यार की दुनिया में खुश रहना मेरे यार, खुश रहना मेरे यार।
बोलिए श्री अयोध्या पति रामचंद्र की। सुनाई दे रही वो चीज।
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here, family and friends. I just wanted to say how wonderful my mother was. She was my inspiration in life. When there were days when I was so down and depressed, I would always think to myself, what would she do? And she used to guide me. My mother was a very, very hardworking woman, and she made sure to take care of 5 kids and get them to where they are today. Mom, I miss you so much. I don't know how I'm going to live without you. Somehow I'll make it. And I hope your journey is going to be a pleasant one. And that's really it.
Principal is Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki. One thing that our dear sister earlier said, that indeed she knew that Bhauji used to always pray. And it's a fact that I knew this. Anything she always was accustomed doing. And prayer helps a lot. And even though we may think that her demise took place in very bad circumstances or times, but if you understand astrology to the point that you will know that her soul has departed in a very, very auspicious timing. So the month, which is the month we are in, the month of Phalgun, and even the bright fortnight, and it says in Bhagavad Gita, any soul that leaves or departs while the sun is in the northerly course. Such are very rare to find. Her soul has departed in that timing. And indeed, I must tell family, this family in particular, you are blessed to have a mother of this nature, that her soul has departed in such a time. So indeed, without a doubt, I can safely tell you this, because everything has to do with the time of birth, and also you have a time of death. So the time you're born can tell a lot of you, and the time of your death will also tell a lot of that soul. This is why who understands astrology will tell you such. So indeed, don't let your heart be troubled, but let your heart be proud, let your heart be joyful. You know why? Because you know you had a mother of such a blessed nature that indeed was in your company. She's still in your company, may not be in the physical form, but she's still here. The most we can do is offer prayer for her, allow her soul to find that place of rest, and Paramdham, the supreme abode of Bhagwan. At this time, let us all stand as we join in our final prarthana. As we clasp our hands together, we close eyes, we bow heads in prayer, we ask Bhagwan upon this given day to bless the Atma of our dear Mama, and may her soul find that place of rest. To give strength unto members of this, the very family, that indeed you can fulfill your duties as best as possible. Hari Om Anadhani Dhano Deva Sankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundari Kacha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Krishna Krishna Kripalu Twangate Magatirna Bhava Sansar Ganagava Prasiddha Purushottamaha Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Anadhani Dharo Deva Sankha Chakra Galadhara Akshaya Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama O Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Om Dev Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Apa Shanti Usne Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Vishwe Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvabhum Shanti Deva Shanti Sama Shanti Nidhi Shanti Bhavatu Bole Sri Radha Krishna Chandra ki Jai Narayan Swami ki Jai Satya Sanatana Dharma ki Jai Om Shanti 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 Om. Devotees, you can kindly be seated. We will allot a couple moments for those who wish to view or wish to offer your flower and so forth, after which we will be leaving for our cremation. So at this time, we have a couple moments to do so in a very orderly fashion. On behalf of members of the Birju family, I must thank each and everyone for being here this morning and helping them to get through this day and this time of their life. To be that support for them as well. Jessica Arturo.
Thank you.
Kevin, bring the box there for me, please. Hold it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the
Om Adhamo Putrasya Mukshetasya Srita Kvarimayat Yaditu Patishatha Om Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ram Nam Satya Hai, Ye Satya Hai.
Take this to true. True it now. Look to there. Look there.
Hold it on, let it constantly. Hold it down, let it right. And then I bake tea. Sit down. Okay. Yan na yan name na.
Darren.
Oh, Taran? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Taran. God bless you, son. Glad to see you, Papa. Yes. I see that. Second of February. Hello, kasi sa hindi ko lang welcome namin. Sit down, son.
Yes, you have it in pieces.
Oh, he's on the trail.
I have some small pieces. This is what they use.
Oh, yeah, this is fun.
Oh, so take
Yeah, you want two pieces and one like it's all these rubber.
What is this one? Sabke hai. Ram naam sabke hai. Ram naam sabke hai.
Nardaya Dipoyam Tu Patishtatham. Dipoyam Srimaya Diyate Tu Patishtatham. Om Adhamo Gotrasyam Pretasya Pantimiti Shate Pino Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatham. Om Sri Vishnu Devataye Namaskaram. Om Adhamo Gotrasyam Pretasya Triptyantami 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 Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatham. Adhyamo Gotrasyam Pretasya Tatpari Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatham. Right. You lift up again. Yeah, one more step again.
They got a little morning cloth on there. Yeah.
Side.
Pagi, sit down, look at your chimney flowers come to see. Oh, wish me like you.
Om Adhyamo Gotrasyam Vishnu Devataye Shimate Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatham Asti Sanchayam Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatham. Om Yamadwari Mahagori Andhyatma Savriti Tattvalokkanartaya Deepoyam Tu Patishtatham. The goal. Ari.
The goal. What goal? Yeah, the goal? Right.
Anadhani Dhamudi Ekshvaya Namo Namaha.
On the eye.
Om Achyutaya Namaha. Right nostril. Om Shri Dharaya Namaha. Left nostril. Om Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya Namo Namaha.
Nothing on the piece, huh? Nothing on the piece. Very pretty bird.
Yes, God, thank you. So lucky. Whatsoever the channel flowers always
Om Sri Advaya Madhvaya Ashtaya Govindaya Bhyam Namo Namaha. Roll up your sleeve and
Roll up your sleeve.
what's that time? Take a look at that new one that just said. One next block on top of this is the show. This anyway. Right. Has it? Alright, so I'll lift it up, leave the cloth this time on the ground. Yes. And you place it inside the fire.
Indeed, you're going to pick all Lord, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna. And help me be forgotten thing, you see. Oh, you're lucky. You're over lucky. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Look at so many flowers here. Do everything for you. Everything she do for you. You're going to take you now. You go in the garden and pick all the flowers for him. Oh, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Lord Shiva. Oh, you're so sweet.
Om Loma Bhya Swaha. Om Tvache Swaha. Om Lohitaya Swaha. Medho Bhya Swaha. Snanu Bhya Swaha. Maja Bhya Swaha. Retase Swaha. Payave Swaha. Prayashaya Swaha. Sanyashaya Swaha. Vidyashaya Swaha. Sochate Swaha. Sotmanaya Swaha. Tapyate Swaha. Tapyamanaya Swaha. Taptai Swaha. Niskrityai Swaha. Eshudai Swaha. Sankaya Namaha Swaha. Om Srivayami Namaha Swaha. Pushni Namaha Swaha. Pretaya Namaha Swaha. Pretahantaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Preta Sankhyaaya Namaha Swaha. Om Adhyam Pratinidhyam Namo Namaha Swaha. Om Kratu Smara Kritam Smara. Kratu Smara Kritam Smara. Kratu Smara Kritam Smara.
Just stick inside the box. Everybody put this stick inside the box there. You do not mind. Yeah, I was telling you. So any month on the 10th of we say it, so when you come,
Om Adhyamo Gotrasyamo Pretasya Triptyantami Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatam. Open your right side, Tom. Om Adhyamo Gotrasyamo Pretasya Triptyantami Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatam. Left side, Tom. Om Adhyamo Gotrasyamo Pretasya Triptyantami Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatam. Last one you open all the fingers. Om Adhyamo Gotrasyamo Pretasya Triptyantami Maya Diyate Tu Patishtatam. And so this answer. Pull it out. Press it for the ground. The ring that is on your hands, you take them out. And there's a knot on it, you lose all the knot. यदक्षणं परमां दृष्टमात्रीनं चेत् भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षामितं देवः प्रसिद्धः परमेश्वरम् ओम शांतिः 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 हरि ओम तत्सत् So in the morning, all you have to come bring 3 things to me. Water, milk, and
Yeah, Toy, I was telling you the story. And you know, Nali used to work in the bank. Yeah. And when you have the other voodoo from your Claro. Yeah. You saw that? Yeah, one was Aquí voy.
Obrigado.